Entrepreneurs are learning that email newsletters can be a vital tool to retain customers. Eric Groves is the Senior Vice President of Global Market Development for Constant Contact, and he's also author of the new book, The Constant Contact Guide to Email Marketing, What Every Organization Can Learn from the World's Leading Email Marketing Company. A little marketing yourself in that title. But it's great to have you guys here because you certainly see emails that go out every day, and it's important for people to know what makes a good newsletter and what doesn't. And the first thing is, how do you get it opened? My inbox is filled with tons of newsletters.
Yeah, and that's a great question, because the first thing you need to think about is really that you're sending to a permission-based list, right? So the people that know you on the other end are actually someone that is going to respond to your email. And there's two things that they're going to look at. They're going to look at the from line and the subject line. And they're going to ask themselves two questions. Do I know you? And do I care? So the subject line is all about answering the question, do I care? The from line is all about, do I know you?
So you're not sending this to random people. You're not buying or renting lists. You're talking about sending it to people who are already your customers, who've already opted in.
Exactly. You want to build a permission-based list that contains your customers and your prospective customers, people that know you, and what you're going to do is you're going to nurture that relationship through an ongoing communication.
But how do you know if you have a good subject line? How is it catchy?
Oh, so here's a couple of great ideas. So say you're a CPA. You could send out a monthly newsletter, and your subject line just says monthly newsletter. That's going to get people to say, oh, I'll get back to that. But what if you change that subject line to say, 2 tips to get audited by the IRS? Ooh. I wonder what that is. There's 2 tips. That means it's short. I can get a lot out of this, and it's to get audited by the IRS. Those are things I might want to know about.
This might be the most important thing that you do is pick that subject line, I would imagine, because you've got to get them to open it. You've got someone to open it. You have to tell them something interesting.
Exactly. So we're making the assumption that they know who we are. So we can just get away from that urge to sell, sell, sell. What we're going to do is we're going to trade off their attention by educating them with things that we know about. So we're going to share our knowledge. Right? So as an expert in your field, whether you're a chef sending along information about how to create a great recipe, or you're a landscaper that says, here's some tips about plants that deer won't eat, right? That content has to engage and educate that customer. Because what you're trying to do is stand out as an expert. If you stand out as an expert, when they need your services, you're the one they're going to turn to, and they're more likely to forward your email off to other people.
Which is key. That's when this becomes an acquisition vehicle, not just a customer retention or loyalty vehicle.
Exactly.
Okay, look, I might have a ton of great content. I'm an expert, but if it doesn't look nice, then they're going to open it and just think, ugh, a jumble of words. I can't look at this.
Exactly, and that's why at Constant Contact we actually have about 450 standardized templates that take care of all of that for you. Basically, it's a nice layout of text and image that helps you put your content in and your images in so that your campaign looks like a beautiful marketing piece.
And then finally, proofread.
Yeah, it's important to both proofread it and look at it from a grammatical standpoint. Have someone that hasn't been involved in the creation of the content take a look at it before you send it out, because you want to make sure all of those links work in there, and you want to make sure that you've done a great job spell checking that content.
I would say have 3 people look at it, because the next person might forget something too.
Exactly.
All right,
the more the better.
Yeah, this was great advice. A lot of people have questions about emails that they send out, so thank you very much for coming on.
You.
We appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.